No matter what we say or think, Master Duel is going to let us down. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So it looks like we got Master Duel. You know what the best thing about this game is? It reminds me of Hearthstone, and I'm very, very positive about this. I love the whole cosmetic thing. You know, I should be more worried about the application and the gameplay here. But I'm over here, I'm like, oh my god, I can have like my little dark magician, little play buddy. But the thing is, we gotta realize that not everybody's gonna be happy here. Wow, I feel like I'm actually like making one of those videos talking about no matter what ends up happening, you can't make your player base happy, and that's it's kind of what we're gonna talk about today. I wanted to talk more about the Master Duel trailer, everything that we've kind of seen so far out of this, and I just want to be hype about this. I don't care if you don't like Master Duel, if you think the concept behind it is bad or it's pay to win. I don't care if it's not for you. All right, you can have your opinion, and I'm gonna have mine. So, first of all, am I gonna be one of those players that's gonna be massively like always supporting the application, sitting here always playing on it? I've kind of fallen in love with remote duels as of late, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Going forward here, I think Konami will keep remote duels to a lesser capacity as IRL play returns. I mean, they've definitely feels like we've had a lot more success with remote duels. You know, more COSI IDs ever before being processed through the community and things like that here. So that's definitely a positivity. But with the game getting released here for Master Duel, then you're going to have to understand that players are going to want to get out their cell phone technology here. You know, they want to play that cross-platform, you know, Switch, computer, all of these different platforms to play. I mean, you get out your PlayStation controller. You can play Master Duel essentially anywhere. And that ease of access is one of the things that'll be a whole lot easier to do than, I hate to say it, physical card games. But with that being said, you know, you do lose some aspect of the physical card game versus that, but that's fine. All right. But this game feels like it's trying to be Hearthstone. And this is one of the negatives that can actually hurt the game here. You know, Hearthstone was that on-the-go game. I can play this anywhere, all right? Like, I don't have to get out physical cards. I don't have to deal with any of that BS here. And then you've got the daunting, lingering fact over here where Duel Links exist, and you know, you've got the player base that's talking about, oh, well, Duel Links is the cash cow, you know, like there's going to be this huge pay-to-win scam out here. The biggest thing that we've seen at this point is cards will be available in different rarities. Oh, well, doesn't that just sound like the IRL trading card game at this point, ladies and gentlemen? Because I swear it does. All right, I can have an ultimate rare Monster Reborn. I can have nice, super secret, rare versions of cards. That's not the most IRL adaptable thing that I've ever seen in my life. Then I don't know what is at this point in time. So, looks like we're going to have a crafting system built into the game, as I said. We covered that when we were initially looking at everything. I was like, you know, okay. Very Hearthstone-esque, once again, alright? Yeah, so if you break down one super rare, you're not going to get enough super rare material from that one super rare to make another super rare. Alright, you take cards to the card shop to sell them. Guess what? You're not getting full retail, ladies and gentlemen, unless there's very, very specific cases, potential events, maybe, hey, something got banned. You know, one cool thing that I've seen Hearthstone do, you know, is if a card gets, you know, broken down, they give you a temporary chance to break down that card. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Adapts that system through the crafting system, oh, my entire Sword Soul deck, oh, they just, like, banned Mo Yi or something like that. Well, you know, you could disenchant your Mo Yis for full value. Okay. You know, there's no real loss there, all right? Maintaining it for the collection is just that. You don't miss anything, all right? So I think that potentially being a nice thing that they could actually do there, I could see that actually being a relatively good idea. And if Konami adapts that, okay, good job. I think there's a lot of potential to be had with this. Now, in terms of the cosmetics, oh, I'm a sucker for cosmetics, man. Having your little dark magician cheering for you, like the little skins, the little fields, it's cool. I always have a need to have something particularly cool that we can mess around with while playing. Check, all right? You got me involved in that. Now there's the pack system and the crafting system. Well, you're not going to want to try to build every single deck in the format online. Let's be honest here. If you're somebody out there that's trying to play every single modern deck out there, you got enough other problems to deal with. All right. You're trying to have Tri-Brigade, Sword Soul, all of this stuff. I don't think that's going to be your go-to, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's a little bit unrealistic here, but once we kind of start to get more news for more events out here, I think once the system gets released and we see more people out here kind of getting their feet wet, I think that will be when you'll start to see more and more people trying to pick up this game and messing around with the potential concept of, oh, hey, maybe it's time to maybe pick up more decks at that point in time. Who's to say while you're playing that you might not get a booster pack for winning, for an example, and you end up pulling something like, I don't know, an ultimate rare equivalent to a Monster Reborn, all right? There is that potential. We've seen it before. I'd be like, oh, I got lucky. It's the same thing going to locals. You just got rewarded by the online player base. So, TLDR, crafting system's good. Cosmetics, good. Everything that I like about this game is fine. It's just, you've already got the naysayers like, I don't like this. And I understand that pay to win is a very intimidating factor to the player base. I get it, all right? But you have to understand, the world revolves around money, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't want to support Master Duel, you guys remember when people were like, I don't want to support Remote Duel. All right, there's cheaters out there. There's still people like that. All right, personally, every experience that I've had so far with Remote Duels has been great. Everything that I've seen about this game looks great. All right, I have really no negative things to say about this other than, man, it sucks that you can't get all the cards up front. Yeah, that's fine. It sucks that you're going to have to put some money into the game. I get it. There is the free aspect about it. Certain cards you'll be able to get in game. As far as we know, you can get the Monarch Structure deck for free. Alright, just got to complete some storyline. Does that not feel reminiscent of anything? Duel Links, you can get certain cards by playing as well. Alright, they're not going to be total idiots with this, and they're not going to have some things readily available to you. I mean, hey man, if you can get a Monarch deck straight out of the box, I mean, it's like tier 3, you'll be able to pick it up, have something to mess around with. That's kind of what I think like the middle ground needs to be here, is you need to have some sort of ease of use to be able to start farming, alright? And if Monarch Mirrors is what you're going to have to deal with in order to start, that's fine. So, Master Duel expected release sometime 2022. I am expecting probably some sort of bugs in the very beginning. Rulings are a very complicated creature in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We know this, alright? I don't expect the final work to be polished. I do fully expect there to be the whole gang of people going, no, this is so bad, why would I ever want to support this on release if there ends up being, a couple of things wrong. And I think that that's fine. I'm also potentially curious here that if we could see like some World Championship alternate art cards that, you could potentially have in here. It's like winners promos. Bushiroad does it for their game. It wouldn't be that hard for Yu-Gi-Oh! To take one out of the book here and be like, oh, you get special alternative cards for participating in these particular events, because that is something that they could do. And I think that would be one of the coolest things. Or, exclusive playmats to the winners out here of these particular events that they could use IRL and in the game. Seems very familiar to those of you out here that do remember Duel Links. There's always those little 5th anniversary, 4th anniversary playmats that do kind of correspond together with them. So at least in terms of official merch crossing over into the game itself, I really do look forward to seeing what we can do with this. Master Duel, it won't make everybody happy, but you know what? I'm excited for it. Alright? Will I be streaming it, doing crazy stuff with it all the time? No. But it is something that I will mess around with in my spare time, just to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the side, outside of the other platforms. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What you guys think. Smash the like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later and do some more cool ass content. Peace out, guys. Patrons, thank you. Ugh.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.